Journey to the Eternal Kingdom, a young Christian's pilgrimage. Chapter 31. Why is the straight and narrow not always easy? After resting for a while, the boys felt their strength returning. The kind lady who had cared for Kingsley had given them food for the journey. With grateful hearts, Kingsley and Hopeful continued on their way, hoping to find shelter before nightfall.
I feel stronger now. That food helped more than I expected.
I'm glad. Let's keep moving while we still have daylight. Wow, it is beautiful here. Look at these trees, the fruit is everywhere.
Ooh, let's try some.
The fruit seemed to have healing power. As Kingsley ate, his strength returned even more.
Here you go.
Hopeful. I really do feel better already.
Praise the good king. He always provides when we need it.
The land stayed green almost all year long. The boys ate, drank from the river, and rested peacefully. Later, while Kingsley slept to regain his strength, Hopeful wandered nearby, exploring the area.
This place is beautiful. Flowers everywhere.
He discovered shelters where pilgrims could stay warm at night.
The good king truly prepared this place for travelers.
When Kingsley awoke, the boys explored together and thanked the good king for his goodness.
This place truly feels like a sanctuary.
It's exactly what weary pilgrims need.
The boys stayed there for some time. They ate, rested, and studied.
Let me show you something from the teachings of the good king.
Yes, please. I want to understand more about the good king.
They prayed, and the good king sent angels and missionaries to teach them many truths. They learned about the scriptures, the Trinity, and the mysteries of life and death. Because angels and good teachers surrounded them, the boys did not realize that years had passed.
Kingsley, we have grown a lot since we first started.
Yes, and I think we are finally ready to continue our journey.
Determined to reach the eternal kingdom, the boys returned to the path.
Let us follow the road beside the river until it divides. The path splits here.
We must stay on the straight and narrow.
Nearby was another road, smooth and wide.
That road looks much easier to travel on.
But they knew they must stay on the straight and narrow, even though they were tempted by a smooth and wide path that looked much easier to walk on.
Yes, I know, but we must stay on the straight and narrow. It is not the king's road.
They continued along the correct path, but it soon became rocky and difficult.
This ground is rough.
My feet are already sore.
Before long, they became discouraged.
After the peaceful river, this is hard.
They quite forgot about Philippians 2:14, do all things without grumbling and disputing. They were very discouraged and grumbled along the way.
Look, over there.
Oh, I see a stairway leading over the fence.
Beyond the fence was a smooth, grassy meadow running alongside the path.
See that meadow? It runs right beside the road.
It does look easier.
We could walk there and still keep the path in sight.
What the boys did not realize was that the difficult road had a purpose.
Come on, Hopeful. Let's cross over into the meadow.
The meadow runs right beside the path. If it turns away, we can climb back over.
But what if we cannot climb back over?
Hopeful. We are stronger now. We can manage it. I don't know about you, but I am going this way.
Hopeful hesitated, but continued walking along the rough path.
This is much better,
Kingsley said as he strolled easily through the grass. Hopeful began to doubt himself. Was he being extra? Maybe Kingsley was right. Not long after, they saw another traveler.
Hello. There. Good afternoon, sir. What is your name?
Good evening, young man. My name is Self-Assurance.
Can you tell me where this path leads?
Why, it leads to the eternal kingdom.
See, I told you.
Hopeful decided it was probably safe to cross over on the easy side of the path. After all, didn't Kingsley know more than him about this journey? The boys followed the man in front, and the path became much more difficult for them to see their way. Darkness slowly began to fall. Suddenly a yelp from up ahead.
Oh no! Help me!
Mr. Self-Assurance. Sir, are you okay?
Sir, are you all right?
I've fallen into a pit. I cannot get out.
A pit. Oh, no.
The boys were frozen with fear.
We don't even know where the pit is.
Let us pray to the good king.
So they knelt and offered up a prayer for guidance. Then they crawled forward carefully in the darkness. Mr. Self-Assurance, sir, can you hear us? They called and called. But there was no reply. The trap had claimed its victim. Slowly, the boys realized the truth.
We left the king's straight and narrow.
And now we cannot see where to go.
They froze in fear of falling into the pit themselves. They dare not move.
I should have trusted my instincts. The straight and narrow is the only safe pathway.
Maybe, but we could still see the path earlier.
Silence filled the darkness.
Hopeful, I am so sorry. I know I was the one who led us off the path. Can you please forgive me?
I know you didn't mean harm. I forgive you, Kingsley. Let's just pray we survive the night.
No sooner were the words out of Hopeful's mouth than a cloud floated gently by. Thunder cracked across the sky. Hopeful jumped to his feet, startled. The rain began in big drops, then it began pouring down in torrents. The poor boys did not know what to do. They could not move forward for fear of the pit. And the rain just kept falling.
We must find shelter.
Yes, I know, but we must be careful not to fall into the pit.
Just then, the lightning flashed, revealing the pit.
There! Bushes on the left.
Let's go.
Struggling through the storm, they reached a cluster of thick bushes. The branches shielded them from some of the rain.
We should stay awake until morning.
Yes. Then we can return to the path.
Yes, but we cannot fall asleep.
But the boys were tired and cold, and soon their eyes began to hurt. Despite the thunder and rain, they soon felt empty.